In today's video, I would like to invite you to join me for a peaceful walk through Streetsville, one of the most charming and historic communities in Mississauga, Ontario. Whenever I visit this beautiful village, I feel as though time slows down. The streets are lined with well-preserved heritage buildings, welcoming cafes, small family-owned businesses, and large mature trees that have witnessed generations of change. Unlike many modern shopping districts filled with tall glass buildings, Streetsville offers something different. It quietly reminds us that progress does not always require us to leave the past behind. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from preserving our history while embracing the future with gratitude. As we walk together today, I hope this journey is more than simply sightseeing. Perhaps it can also become a gentle conversation about community, perseverance, and the importance of remembering the people whose efforts shape the places we enjoy today. Long before Streetsville became part of the city of Mississauga, this land was home to indigenous peoples who lived beside the Credit River for countless generations. The river provided fresh water, transportation, fishing, and fertile land that supported daily life. European settlers gradually arrived during the early 19th century, recognizing the river's power to operate mills that were essential for growing communities. Around 1824, the village began taking shape when settler Timothy Street established a flour mill along the Credit River. His successful business attracted farmers, craftsmen, merchants, and new families looking for opportunity. Before long, the growing settlement naturally became known as Streetsville, named after its founder. What began as a modest milling community slowly developed into one of the most important villages in what is now Peel region. Every historic building standing today quietly tells a chapter of those early years of determination and hope. As I continue walking through the village, I often wonder what daily life looked like nearly 200 years ago. Instead of automobiles, there would have been horse-drawn wagons traveling along unpaved roads. Local mills operated throughout the day, powered entirely by the flowing Credit River. Blacksmiths forged tools, merchants greeted familiar customers, and neighbors gathered to exchange news long before telephones or the internet existed. Life was undoubtedly more physically demanding, yet communities often enjoyed stronger personal connections. People depended upon one another, and trust became an essential part of everyday living. Looking around today, I cannot help but appreciate how these historic streets still preserve that spirit of friendliness. They gently remind us that while technology changes rapidly, kindness, honesty, and mutual respect never become outdated. Those timeless values continue to strengthen communities across generations. Streetsville continued growing throughout the 19th century as agriculture, commerce, and transportation expanded across southern Ontario. Schools, churches, businesses, and public institutions gradually appeared, making the village an important center for surrounding rural communities. During difficult periods, including economic downturns and times of war, local residents demonstrated remarkable resilience. Families supported each other, businesses adapted, and community organizations helped preserve the village's identity. Eventually, modern roads, improved transportation, and nearby urban development connected Streetsville more closely with neighboring communities. In 1974, the former town of Streetsville officially became part of the newly established city of Mississauga. Although administrative boundaries changed, the community never lost its distinctive character. Even today, many visitors affectionately refer to Streetsville as the village in the city, a phrase that perfectly captures its unique blend of small-town warmth within one of Canada's largest and fastest-growing cities. Walking here encourages quiet reflection. History is not simply something written inside textbooks or displayed within museums. History surrounds us every day if we choose to notice it. Each restored brick building, every heritage plaque, and even the gentle sound of the Credit River reminds us that countless ordinary people worked diligently to create opportunities for future generations they would never meet. They built homes, raised families, opened businesses, educated children, and served their neighbors without expecting recognition many decades later. Their contributions continue benefiting us today. Perhaps that is one of life's quiet lessons. We may never fully see the results of our own efforts, but sincere work performed with patience and integrity often becomes a lasting gift for those who come after us. Wisdom, I believe, is often found in serving faithfully without seeking applause. As I continue my walk through the welcoming streets of Streetsville, it is impossible not to think about one remarkable individual whose name has become almost inseparable from the story of Mississauga itself, Hazel McCallion. For many Canadians, she was simply known as Hurricane Hazel, a nickname that reflected her incredible energy, determination, and tireless commitment to public service. Yet behind that famous nickname was a woman who believed leadership was not about seeking attention. Instead, she believed that a leader should listen carefully, make thoughtful decisions, and always place the interests of the community ahead of personal recognition. Walking through Streetsville today, I can easily imagine the many conversations she must have had with local residents, business owners, volunteers, and community organizations. Great cities are not built only through ambitious plans or impressive buildings. They are built one relationship at a time, through trust, honesty, and years of consistent service. Hazel McCallion understood that lasting success begins with caring about people before caring about politics. That simple philosophy continues to inspire many people today. Hazel McCallion was born in Quebec in 1921 and grew up during a time when determination and hard work were essential for success. Before entering public life, she worked in business and became well known for her strong organizational skills. She was also an accomplished athlete, especially in ice hockey, at a time when opportunities for women in sports were far more limited than they are today. Rather than allowing obstacles to define her future, she continued moving forward with quiet confidence. After settling in the growing community that would become modern Mississauga, she developed a deep appreciation for the city's potential. In 1978, she was elected mayor, beginning what would become one of the longest and most respected mayoral careers in Canadian history. She served continuously for more than 3 decades, guiding Mississauga through extraordinary growth while maintaining a practical, hands-on style of leadership. Her life reminds us that experience gained through ordinary work and everyday challenges often becomes the strongest foundation for extraordinary public service. One reason so many residents admired Hazel McCallion was her remarkable accessibility. Although she led one of Canada's largest cities, many people felt she remained approachable and genuinely interested in hearing their concerns. Whether speaking with business owners, community volunteers, students, or seniors, she had a reputation for listening carefully before making decisions. During her years as mayor, Mississauga experienced tremendous economic development. New neighborhoods, business parks, cultural facilities, transportation improvements, and public services transformed the city into one of Canada's most desirable places to live and work. Yet even as the skyline changed, she consistently emphasized responsible financial management and careful long-term planning. She believed that future generations should inherit opportunity rather than unnecessary burdens. That philosophy earned widespread respect across political differences. Wisdom often appears in quiet forms, not through dramatic speeches, but through thoughtful decisions repeated consistently over many years. Her example reminds us that true leadership is measured not only by achievements, but by the trust people continue to place in someone after decades of service. Streetsville held a special place within the larger story of Mississauga because it preserved the city's earliest history while continuing to welcome new generations of residents and visitors. Hazel McCallion frequently supported the preservation of heritage communities such as Streetsville, recognizing that history gives a city its identity and character. Modern development certainly brings new opportunities, but preserving historic main streets allows future generations to understand where their community began. As I walk past heritage buildings, local restaurants, independent shops, and community gathering places, I can appreciate that careful planning helped protect this unique atmosphere. Streetsville continues to host popular festivals, seasonal celebrations, farmers markets, and cultural events that encourage neighbors to spend time together. These traditions strengthen community spirit in ways that cannot be measured simply by economic statistics. They remind us that a successful city is not defined only by population growth or new construction. It is equally defined by the friendships formed, the memories created, and the sense of belonging shared by the people who call it home. After serving as mayor for 36 years, Hazel McCallion eventually retired from municipal office, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy that continues to influence Mississauga today. Even after retirement, she remained active in public life, mentoring younger leaders, supporting charitable organizations, and encouraging thoughtful civic engagement. When she passed away in 2023 at the remarkable age of 101, countless residents shared heartfelt stories of how she had personally encouraged them, solved local concerns, or inspired them through her unwavering dedication. Her memory continues to live not only in buildings, parks, and public tributes, but also in the values she demonstrated throughout her life. As I finish this portion of my walk, I find myself reflecting on a simple lesson. A meaningful life is rarely measured by titles or awards alone. Instead, it is measured by how many lives we quietly improve through kindness, responsibility, and faithful service. Like the gentle flow of the Credit River beside Streetsville, a life devoted to serving others continues to create ripples of goodness long after the journey itself has ended. As my walk continues, I begin to appreciate how Streetsville has successfully blended its rich history with the rhythm of modern life. The historic downtown remains the heart of the community, where beautifully preserved 19th-century buildings now house welcoming cafes, family-owned restaurants, bakeries, boutiques, bookstores, and specialty shops. Instead of feeling crowded or hurried, the streets invite visitors to slow their pace and enjoy the simple pleasure of wandering. The nearby Credit River continues to flow quietly through the village, while green spaces and walking trails provide peaceful places for families, photographers, cyclists, and nature lovers. Throughout the year, Streetsville hosts a variety of community events, including seasonal festivals, holiday celebrations, outdoor markets, live music performances, and the well-loved Bread and Honey Festival, which has brought neighbors together for generations. These gatherings do more than entertain. They strengthen friendships, support local businesses, and remind people that a community becomes stronger when its residents choose to spend time together. Every smile exchanged on the sidewalk and every conversation shared over a cup of coffee quietly contributes to the welcoming atmosphere that makes Streetsville so memorable. One of the things I admire most about Streetsville is the balance it has achieved between preserving its heritage and embracing thoughtful growth. Mississauga continues to develop as one of Canada's largest and most diverse cities, welcoming people from many cultures and backgrounds. Yet within this vibrant urban environment, Streetsville has retained the warmth of a traditional village. New businesses continue to open alongside long-established family enterprises, creating opportunities for entrepreneurs while honoring local history. Visitors come not only to shop or dine, but also to experience an atmosphere that feels genuine and unhurried. Whether someone is enjoying a quiet breakfast at a neighborhood cafe, browsing handcrafted gifts in a small boutique, walking beside the Credit River, or simply sitting on a bench watching the world pass by, there is a comforting sense of belonging. Perhaps that is why so many photographers, families, couples, and weekend travelers choose Streetsville as a favorite destination. They are searching not only for beautiful scenery, but also for a place that gently reminds them of life's simpler pleasures. As today's walk gradually comes to an end, I find myself reflecting on what this village has quietly taught me. History reminds us where we came from. Community reminds us that no one succeeds entirely alone. Nature reminds us to slow down and notice the beauty that often surrounds us every day. The lives of dedicated people, such as Hazel McCallion and countless local volunteers whose names may never appear in history books, remind us that lasting change is usually built through years of consistent effort rather than a single extraordinary moment. We often admire impressive accomplishments, yet behind every successful community are thousands of ordinary acts of kindness. Shopkeepers greeting customers with a smile, volunteers organizing local events, teachers encouraging young minds, neighbors helping one another after difficult days, and families supporting each other across generations. These quiet actions rarely receive headlines, but together they become the invisible foundation upon which healthy communities are built. Wisdom, perhaps, is learning to appreciate these small contributions before they become memories. Before I leave Streetsville today, I pause for one final look along its peaceful streets. The historic brick buildings glow warmly beneath the afternoon light, while the gentle sound of the Credit River continues its timeless journey, just as it has for centuries. Generations have come and gone, businesses have opened and closed, and the city around this village has grown into one of Canada's most dynamic communities. Yet the enduring spirit of Streetsville remains remarkably unchanged. It reminds us that progress and tradition do not have to compete with one another. They can walk together, just as old pathways and new footsteps share the same road. As I conclude today's walk, I carry home more than photographs and video memories. I carry a renewed appreciation for the people who came before us, the neighbors who walk beside us today, and the generations who will one day continue this story after us. If we can live with humility, work with integrity, care for our communities, and leave each place a little better than we found it, then perhaps our own quiet footsteps will also become a meaningful part of history. Thank you very much for joining me on this peaceful walk through beautiful Streetsville. Until our next journey together, I wish you good health, peace in your heart, and many wonderful walks wherever life may lead you.